Welcome to the series where I show young men how to create something delicious, like junk food level delicious, while not using any equipment, any like special tool or any like time consuming task. Okay, I will also save you some time on the sense of like not making dirty dishes and shit, so you don't have to clean afterwards. Okay, I will also cook in a healthy way, meaning I will not use any fucked up ingredients like seed oils and other fucked up stuff. So I'm taking random stuff now, and there is this leftover chicken, and I will go into detail what this is, so that you can kind of get a picture why I'm using that. Yeah, pretty much it. So I have these 3 ingredients at the moment, and I tell you why I chose them. So, oh fuck, there's only 1 egg. So let's take another egg. So here's the thing. This chicken, you know why it is so good? This was like a thing my father makes, and it's basically chicken in this like bath of oil, lemon and salt. Okay, oil, lemon and salt is a very smart combination. Okay, I don't think he does that consciously, but he is unconsciously satisfying 3 pillars of the pleasure hypothesis. Okay, this is like 6 of the pillars that make your food taste good. Okay, junk food level taste good pillars. Okay, so this is salt, this is fat, and this is acidity. So that chicken basically has already those 3. Also some umami, because chicken is a little bit savory, so we have this amount of stuff. So in theory you could just add some sweet, some umami, and some digestibility. Like we could take a salad, we could take some bread, some vegetables that are sweet, mix everything with that. It is to be like fucking delicious. So that's one thing. But even like just like this is a proof to show you that only just by satisfying the 3 pillars, this can be delicious. In fact, everybody loves this. It's so good. So today I will basically use this and show you an example of what I mean by I always say there are 2 extremes: salad and cooked meal. So today I'm gonna do something in between, which is I'm gonna cook something and then add something raw. I will add this raw separately. So I'm not having a salad. Like a few videos ago I made a salad, meaning I made something that was like fully like raw ingredients together. Now I will cook some eggs in with some pickles, maybe, because pickles are delicious, because like they are a little bit acidic. So we have also this dry tomato paste. Honestly, you could use even like normal. These are better than normal tomatoes. They are salty. These are more dense of the 3 pillars that tomatoes have. Tomatoes base form have umami, acidity, and sweetness, but very not concentrated. If you take something like this, it is basically concentrated tomato, you also concentrate the 3 pillars. So it is very intense of a flavor, of a taste, not flavor, like 2 different things. So let me think. We will go with fat and cook the eggs with it, and we'll also add some pickles. Doing totally random stuff. Don't expect me to do some planned meal today. So let's turn on the pan. We will be using only a pan. I don't like to use any messy stuff like most people do. Like I just use a pan and a fork and a knife, and that's it. So let's take some butter. I like to use the clarified butter because I mean it's easier to use when you're cooking. It is less likely to burn. It is more stable. It's kind of like oil, but instead of being monosaturated fat, it is saturated fat, which, contrary to most popular beliefs, is not that bad. Actually, I would argue it's kind of better. And I say it's better because I've basically, there was a period of my life where I was restricting not only fats in general, but especially saturated fats. You have to know that period of my life, I was also trying to maximize my testosterone, okay? Because like, you know, it's for health purposes. I want to have a healthy levels of hormones, okay? And my testosterone was not healthy at all. That was the funny thing. I was trying to maximize everything. So I joined martial arts. To be more competitive. I was doing cold showers every day, simmer retention, everything you can think of. But that was not enough, okay? Because apparently I was, first of all, exposed to a lot of estrogenics, meaning compounds that simulate, mimic the estrogen hormone, but basically compete against your natural estrogen, which is completely fine. And basically these compounds kind of interfered with my hormones. These compounds are found in like all over the place in today's world, ranging from plastics, cosmetics, and a bunch of other things. I cannot like mention all of them now. So, not only that, I was also restricting saturated fat. Okay, I'm not saying I was on a high carb, low fat diet, but I mean, yeah, kind of. Okay, I was not. Every time I was buying something, I was checking the label and seeing if there was saturated fat and shit, and I was trying to eat as low fat as possible. Turns out, big mistake. I developed gynecomastia. I was developing tits like actual. I was developing like a female at 19-year-old. Okay, like I was 18. 18-year-old, and that's not normal. Okay, that's not something that is supposed to be happening. The funny thing is that already happened to me. Oh, by the way, I'm adding salt because salt is on the pillars of the pleasure hypothesis, and that will make your food taste better. I will also add some pickles now, because again, acidic. We like acidic stuff. So, like a knife. So I was saying, I basically had low testosterone. I was developing like a female. And I was saying, when I was younger, like when I went through puberty, I also had the same thing, but everybody said like it was normal. It was, I mean, it happens to everyone. I was like, oh, interesting, I didn't know that. So I believed that it was normal. I later found out it was not normal even then. I mean, it's normal in today's standards, but it doesn't mean it's healthy, okay? So I was developing that, because later I found out many people actually didn't develop that. I did, so I don't know what happened. Now I know, it is estrogenics and diet, and other factors of health, like maybe sleep and other stuff. Maybe a little bit some genetics maybe, so yeah, it all varies. Let me lower this. I don't like this, all of this steam is coming out. When I see some steam coming out, like when I hear popping sounds and these like weird noises, I can also hear a little bit of smell of some, I don't know, not burnt, actually almost burnt. So when you hear like these inputs, the output is take this away, move it a little bit, see if everything is burned. If it is not burned, I was about to burn it because I was distracted while talking. So yeah, check on it every once in a while, like stir it. I completely ignored it. Don't do like me. Okay, so actually they're kind of cooked, you know. Yeah, was a quick one today. Didn't expect it to be so quick. So just to finish my story there, and yeah, I developed gynecomastia and other problems, and yeah, I developed once again a 19-year-old, which I completely got rid of the old gyno, and I got it again. It was like my nipple was hurting, it was kind of sensitive, and my testosterone was shit. I took a test, it was like 248, and yeah, that moment I understood something had to change. And absolutely do not avoid saturated fats. They're absolutely great for you. They enhance a good hormonal health. Now, I'm not saying you have to gargle down some 3 pounds of butter, 3 kilograms of olive oil, but you know, just don't be afraid. Like many people, like me included, like before I was scared of fat. I was like, no, I mean, I want to eat a low-fat diet because fat makes you fat, or something like that. Okay, so like do not think that way. It's very detrimental for you. So this was about a health-related topic. Let's switch on to a more convenience-related topic, which is one of the 3 things I talk about in my videos: convenience, health, and pleasure. So, convenience. I'm not using a cutting board to cut this cucumber, and I'm using this like technique of splitting in one way, splitting in the other, and I'm having like one fell. I'm having like these 3 spears coming off, and now I can cut it mid-air without even using a cutting board, because like I could use a cutting board, absolutely, you can if you want, but the thing is that you will have like this giant board that you will have to clean just because you just, I don't know, used these little pickles. It's not worth it, okay? I guess if you're cutting some big stuff, like some messy piece of meat, I guess, yeah, you can use it, even some vegetables, but if I have just to cut a few pickles, I don't need to use a cutting board. Okay, so I'm not even cooking the pickles. My intention was not to cook pickles. You could absolutely eat pickles raw. I don't know why I was adding them here. I felt like it, so I did it. This is the thing. You don't have to follow some rule or some I don't know, some conventional path. You can just do your own things. It doesn't really matter. I threw them here while they were cooking. It's not gonna be a problem, okay? So I'm doing that, and I'm thinking. So this has basically salt, fat, and acidity, because I had the pickles, the fat, and the butter and the salt. What can I add to make it even better. Oh, I forgot this. This is a very strong paste of salt. Fuck, I added salt. Let me see if it is too salty. Because if it is not too salty, I can add some of this. This also has a lot of umami, which is not present here. And also there is some umami, but not that much. And there is also a lot of acidity. Yeah, I can add it. It's not too strong. So I will take a spoon, and this will be the spoon I will use to eat. So I don't have to use any more additional, like, how do we call this? Utensils to eat. Bam. So mix it a little bit. You could also add this at the beginning of cooking. You can also add it at the end. There is a very little difference. You don't have to stress over that. I always used to stress a lot about the timing in which you insert the ingredient. I see many people stress about this. Also, like in terms of cooking vegetables, like, oh, there is this vegetable that takes a lot of time to cook. There is this vegetable that takes less time to cook. Bro, you don't have to care about this. Like, so minimal of a difference, you will not even notice. So, one thing. I bought this yesterday because I made a video with my friend. We went to the outdoor and we basically made a Krabby Patty, SpongeBob style, and I didn't want to buy any sauce because they are fucked up. We have a lot of sugar and random stuff. I'll have to say though, I will have to admit it, this is not purely healthy, okay? One of the ingredients of this jar of like dry tomato paste is basically sunflower seed oil. You know I'm against sunflower seed oils. I absolutely despise them. Not ever use seed oils, okay, when you cook. They're like the stupidest thing ever. And but I have this, I have to finish it, so I may as well use it now. But in like most cases, I will never use you will never see me use a seed oil based ingredient. So I would usually not use this, okay. But once, just for purposes of learning, of teaching, and I will use it. So I will take a plate. I will take, for example, it doesn't really matter. I will take this plate. We'll dump everything in. So we got. Let's recap for a moment the pleasure part of the video. So we added salt, fat, and acidity by pickles, salt, and butter. We also added this, which is umami, sweet, also sweet, right? I think this is sweet also. So we covered this, and this. So we basically have everything. The only thing, also acidity. These are either acidic, like the pickles. We're only missing digestibility. You don't always have to add it. I mean, just to have a tasty meal, you just need 3-4 of them, okay? It's fine. If we want to make it a little bit better, yes, absolutely add digestibility. If you're trying to quit junk food and it's hard for you, I suggest you use some digestibility to make your food taste good, okay? It makes things better, like to add some breadcrumbs, some croutons, okay? Like, you know, when you add the croutons to your soup, that's because you are trying to add digestibility. Like, a soup is not very digestible. It's not really like, it doesn't have much of them. Maybe have some sweetness and umami. It doesn't have much else. Or if you add some breadcrumbs, you add digestibility, and that's the only thing it has. And that's very fucking powerful. So, for example, I could add some breadcrumbs. I will not, because you don't need to, but yeah. So I will take, for example, now so this thing, first of all, convenience here, fill this with water, okay? And here is why. If you don't, the thing that is on the bottom will harden on the pan. It will be difficult to make it come off. So try to add water as soon as you finish cooking, and then later on when you have to clean everything, it will be easier to remove the crust. So let's take the spoon, let's put this back into the fridge, and I wanted to notice the mess I created, which is close to 0. Actually, it is, yeah, the mess we created is just the pan. So we throw this away, and also throw this away. You can add your favorite spices, by the way. You can add, like, I know, I usually add black pepper. I like black pepper. It doesn't satisfy any of the pillars, so that's why I never talk about spices. Like, spices are great, okay, but not that great, okay? The most important things are those pillars. Then you can feel free to add spices and your favorite stuff, but don't stress over too much. Like, don't stress too much over those things. Stress too much over those 6 pillars. They are the things that makes your food taste good, actually. Like, countless time I was trying to fix my meals with spices, but it never worked, and that's why. Don't try to fix the unfixable. Try to fix with the things that actually works. So with this I'm adding acidity, which is like the lemon that was in it. And let me turn on the lights. Okay. So let me think what can I add more to, to make it more better. Okay. There is acidity. I think we could go with more acidity. Actually, you know what? No, I will not go with more acidity. We could go with some sauerkraut. So yes, with more acidity, yeah, with more sourness. So I will add some sauerkraut because I like them and because they are healthy as fuck. That's the main reason I usually eat sauerkraut, because they are extremely good for you. They are also tasty, they are salty, they are acidic, they are good. But I don't think they are the most delicious ingredient, like, I don't know, something else. But they're great for you, so I will add them. These are great health food. These fixes your gut microbiome, which is essential. When we talk about health, the gut microbiome always comes into play for some reason. So just keep that in mind. This was a very yellow meal. To make it look better, we could add some contrasting colors. I usually do that, but today I will not, because yes. So yeah, this should be more colorful maybe. Where is the spoon? No, here it is. Wait, no, where is the other spoon? I used it for the tomato paste. Anyway, yeah, this was a complete meal, healthy as fuck. Probably also tasty, I will let you know in a moment. And I didn't take too much time to cook. By the way, I always check the watch, but I never know when I started, so it's useless for me to check the watch. I don't know why I always do this. So yeah, created a little mess again. We can wash this. We have this. This is the only thing we produced that we will have to clean later. There is also that stuff, but that's like from yesterday. I think my parents cooked something, so there is another thing. And bam, let's try. Wow, delicious. Yeah, as I expected, it's a very good meal. Man, like I never fail. Like, since when I started following the hypothesis, like when I started actually adding the things that make the food taste good, well, obviously, like, I'm eating the food that always tastes good, so it's kind of crazy for me. I still have to get used to this. But yeah, follow the pleasure hypothesis, follow the 6 pillars. Remember to intensify. You don't need to have all of them, just have maybe 3, but intensely, and your food will be great. So yeah, take a bite.